Gender and sexuality, and this is the last day for it, so tomorrow will be a new topic. Well, here we go. I guess let me just go ahead and start by defining my sexual orientation. For me, I identify as queer, and I used to identify as a lesbian for a really long time. Probably, let's see, maybe like 6 years. And the reason I changed my sexual identity from lesbian to queer is because I felt like it was too confining. I never really felt like lesbian was a term that really fit me anyways, but I just never had the language otherwise. It was like, well, you're either lesbian, gay, or bisexual, and I knew I wasn't really bisexual because I thought that meant dead in the middle, which, you know, later years I found out that there's lots of variation. So never really felt right, but identified as that because it was the only language I had. And then I got to where I'm going right now for college, and my eyes were opened and heard about the terminology and reclamation of queer as an identity, decided that it was a good fit. So for me, it's all about freedom. It's freedom of who I feel like dating and who I like, and it's not limiting myself to one dating pool or one type of people. So I think it's an important identity for me because it's sort of this realization that, yeah, I could fall for anyone. I mean, it doesn't matter who they are and what they look like or what's up with their genitals, but I'll still totally like fall for them if the moment's right. So yeah, in terms of how being queer relates to my gender, I feel like there's no conflict whatsoever. I guess the only area which conflict could arise is in sex, and honestly, as long as people respect my identity and are okay with like dealing with a feminine body but recognizing that I identify as a man, then I'm great. And the feminine body part probably won't be a permanent thing in my life because I do plan on going on testosterone, and I do plan on getting chest surgery someday. So my body will kind of shift and morph a little bit into more of what I feel like it should be. So yeah, it still takes a very special and understanding person to really get it and be sympathetic to the process that I'm currently going through. And like on that note, I would have to say I probably have the most amazing partner in the whole world. She is just absolutely comforting and confirming and just a wonderful person and tons of fun to be with, and like I'm totally head over heels for this girl, like for real. I don't know. I think one day we'll probably get married, but shh, don't tell her. Yeah, so I guess that's about all I have to say about gender and sexuality. It's a little hard topic to really discuss in depth unless there's some sort of conflict, I feel. And since I don't really have a conflict between my gender and sexuality, then it's no big deal for me. Just to end it off and wrap it up today, behind me on the board you'll see I drew kind of a rough version of Gender the baby T-Rex, and I sort of talked about the gender in my last video as this used to be my gender identity when I was questioning my gender, where I would draw cartoons of myself as this little stick person like running away from Gender the baby T-Rex, who was just like, I want to hug you, and just wanted to give me a hug. And yeah, I don't know, it was fun times doing those sketches. It made me feel a little better because I was just like, well, if I represent my gender as something abstract, I can deal with it a little easier and don't feel such at war inside. But yeah, I try to find humor in everything. So anyways, I look forward to seeing you guys next week, and I can't wait to get the next week's topic going because I think it's going to be a really awesome one. See you later.